Hey guys, Diabetic vlog number 11. Today was a difficult day as far as diabetes is concerned. For the most part. Woke up about 4:15 in the afternoon. My blood sugar felt okay at that time. I had a couple tablespoons of peanut butter, high protein, low-ish carbs. That helped me over till dinner time, where my wife made some chicken pesto with vegetables. Uh, One of my favorite meals. But then about 10 o'clock, I started feeling not comfortably high, and so I gave myself a shot. Uh, that seemed to have worked. Didn't have any issues with the pump at least. But then at 11 o'clock, it alerted me that I had an occlusion, like I had before. Um, when I was checking it out, I started running out of insulin. Not in the sense that if everything was working, it'd be an issue, but my pump likes to have 50 units of insulin in it at the start of any changes, and I would not have had that at that point. Uh, I took the tube apart, and it looked like it had gelled up, gummed up. Something had happened. I'm not sure what it was. So just to play it safe, I gave myself a manual shot of about 23 units, which I think was more than I really needed to. But my blood sugar was already high, and I was starting to feel hungry. But I was going to not eat in order to keep my blood sugar, to get it back under control. So I didn't eat anything until for another hour, hour and a half. Notes say about 12:45, I had a bag of chips from the dollar section at the store. At that point is when I started drinking my Crystal Light water. Uh, then I didn't eat again until 3 o'clock, where I had 8 chicken wings with ranch and buffalo sauce. That got me fairly full, lots of protein in there. Till about 5 o'clock, I drank my energy drink. I can feel right now, it's about 7:15, and my blood sugar feels high. I need to go home and change my pump out, get it all fixed, give myself another shot, kind of get myself back under control, because I've been without my pump for most of the night. Activity level for today, it was extremely low, minimal stairs, minimal walk around, sitting around a whole lot. Today's daily goal, I want to do the lawn. I know I said I was going to do it yesterday, but ADD and laziness got a hold of me, and I didn't do it. So I really wanted to get it done today before it rains, because I'm supposed to have thunderstorms today. Pump quality, I'm going to say is bad. It occluded. My site's sore. It's not working. So I need to get everything switched out, start fresh, see everything I can do to get that taken care of. That way I can have better control of my blood sugar levels. Knowledge check for today. What does a diabetic mean when they say I'm high? No, it doesn't mean that they are on drugs, except for insulin. They're not under the influence. It means that they have a high level of sugar in their blood, and typically you can feel it unless you've grown accustomed to higher blood sugar levels, which is not good. But when you're out of your normal range and you feel high, you can have lots of symptoms, just like when you're low. Some of them can overlap, but some of the main ones that I can think of is blurry vision. You can't see very far. Your breath can smell sweet, because your body is trying to give off that extra glucose in any ways that it can, so you can smell it on your breath. Growing up, my mother could always smell when my blood sugar was high, because she said my breath smelled like Fruity Pebbles, just had a sweet, fruity smell to it. I get stiff joints, kind of feels, I like to describe to people like it feels like I have concrete in my veins. Not dry concrete, but wet concrete, very thick, very slow moving, not wanting to bend. Not so much like arthritis or after a hard workout, but I don't know, the best way I can describe it is like you've got wet concrete in your veins. In extreme cases, you can have nausea because your body is trying to get rid of that sugar. First way, smell it through the breath, but the first way is you can urinate a lot because that's going to be your body's first reaction, is trying to filter out that extra sugar through your kidneys, which will dump it into your bladder, which can give you ketones, which is a whole bunch of other definitions that I haven't even gotten to. But if your body can't correct it fast enough after that, nausea, because your body's going to try and get rid of that sugar some other way. Way I can describe it is what happens when you put sugar and water in a dark, warm environment. People at prison might know it as hooch, but it can create alcohol. You mix that homemade alcohol in your stomach and mix it with bile and whatever else is sitting in there. You can essentially say alcoholic throw up, fermented throw up. It's very, very, very gross. One of the worst smells you could ever imagine, by far. And I've got explanations of how that can be, but it's a very horrible smell, and you're feeling bad on top of it. It's just not very good. Yesterday I said hyper could be a definition or a symptom of a low blood sugar. Hyper can also be a symptom of a high blood sugar, but it's a different kind of hyper. This is more of a goofy, irresponsible, not very mature level of hyperness, as opposed to a manic. This is more of, I don't know, when you have a sugar high, what people have, or as diabetics have, you can have, that's basically what they are. They're just a little bit goofier. My wife is able to tell sometimes by the way my eyes look. She says they can look glossed over, glassy. One big thing I can usually tell if somebody has high blood sugar is if their eyes are drier than normal. They can blink a lot, they can rub them, they can have almost an itchiness to them. It's because your body is trying to take that extra water and put it into the bladder to try and empty some of the glucose from your system. But dry eyes is another real big one that I can usually tell fairly easily if somebody hasn't been eating right as a diabetic. But that's essentially hyperglycemia. Hyper, like I said in my other videos, too much or above normal amounts of glucose. Glycemic means glucose in your system. The only way to get it down essentially is through insulin. If it's low enough, you can get it down through some exercise, but if you get too high, then exercise can create adrenaline in the blood system. Adrenaline can act as sugar and can actually raise your blood sugar, your glucose, making you higher. Any other questions, let me know. But Hydro Homie today, 30 ounces of Crystal Light that I drank throughout the day, as well as 16 ounces of energy drinks. I think I have ants all over me. I keep feeling them. I keep seeing them on the ground. So I'm going to end this video now. Any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know on the bottom. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye.